unlocked some of my overrides, and some dialogue came through that I was not expecting. First of all, was Gaia has redone some stuff with the room, I guess. Um, there's nothing really here to select, but it'll. She's going to keep track of all the cauldrons we look at, and we were also told by, I believe, Zoe is her name. Anyway, we were told by her that um, what do advanced hunter arrows do? Oh, they do a lot more tear. Hell yes. She told us that Talana has come through, so Talana's somewhere. Alright, fine, I'll catch up over here.
Aloy! Sorry, I didn't mean to startle you. You sure you're okay being alone in here?
I have Gaia, and learning how to interpret the glyphs of the old ones, it keeps me occupied.
Have you gone back to Plainsong at all?
I thought about it, but I wouldn't know what to tell them. The chorus already thinks me a thorn in the thicket. If they knew what we did to Fa, even if they understood, there'd be little they could grasp about all this. No. For now, I must leave the tribe behind.
Sounds like you met my friend Talana.
Yes. The Karja Huntress. I haven't seen armor like hers since the Red Raids. But Varl tells me that she too suffered at the hands of the Mad Sun King.
Yeah. She's one of the good ones. Trust me. So you've been talking to Gaia?
Yes. She was kind enough to take me through some of the history of the Old Ones, including their demise and the heroic actions of her creator, Elizabeth Sobek. I was surprised to see she was you. Past, but reborn? Not that I claim to understand how.
It's complicated.
You mentioned you've been teaching yourself how to read?
Yes. Gaia was kind enough to put together a list of glyphs used by the Old Ones. She helped me decipher some of the data you've collected, and showed me how to use the focus to help the process. It's not easy, but it's been working so far.
That's good to hear. Did Gaia tell you anything about Zenith?
She did, though it wasn't exactly easy to believe. To think that there are places among the stars where life can bloom as it does here, it is humbling, to say the least, and heartbreaking that such life should be bent on destroying ours.
So, how does a tribe like the Utaru manage to maintain the peace with warriors like the Tenakth?
By holding them off. When our fields bloomed aplenty, the Tenakth looked upon our lands with envy. But Plainsong's dishes provided sanctuary and high ground to keep invaders at bay. In the end, even the Tenakth saw sense in a truce. The Utaru promised to provide the Tenakth with food from our crops every year. In exchange, the Tenakth would relinquish one of their own, a veteran, to train the Utaru in combat. This custom was abandoned a few years after the derangement. But some veterans still remain in the plains.
I've been meaning to ask, what's the deal with you and the chorus? We didn't seem to be on the best of terms.
That's what happens when you're the one Utaru who insists on publicly defying them. Twice. When the Karja invaded the Utaru plains, they did more than just attack our villages. They burned our fields, took our people as slaves, and murdered those who were too weak to make the trip back to Meridian.
To be sacrificed in the Sun Ring.
I was helping the healers back then, as waves of refugees swarmed into Plainsong. The chorus was divided in how to face the invaders. Some saw sense in raising arms. Others believed the dishes would keep us safe, as they had many times before. And while they bickered, I buried the seeds of the fallen.
It couldn't have been easy. Seeing your people suffer while the Karja invaded your lands.
I come from a small village near Plainsong. My grandmother used to say there was no seed that wouldn't grow there. I moved to the dishes when I decided to apprentice as a healer. When the Red Raids began, I thought about going back. But the injured kept pouring into Plainsong, day after day. So I kept putting it off. One day, I woke up to hear a Karja raiding party had ransacked my village during the night. I rushed there with the healers to help the survivors, but there weren't any left. The smell of burning flesh haunts me to this day.
I'm sorry, Zoe.
I made it a point to appear before the chorus as soon as we returned, to demand that we take a stand against the invaders. I was denied. So I left to fight on my own.
You said you set out to fight the Karja alone?
I did. But it turned out I wasn't the only one. News of my disagreement with the chorus spread through the plains. Before I knew it, I had more than a dozen Utaru warriors ready to follow me into battle. We knew we couldn't take on the Karja armies head-on, but we also knew the lay of the land better than they did. We ambushed smaller raiding parties, sabotaged their supply lines, and hit their encampments at night.
Sounds like you were a force to be reckoned with.
Enough that the Tenakth took notice. When the clans began to push the Karja back east, they let us join their ranks. We chased the enemy all the way to Barren Light.
You said you were at Barren Light when the Tenakth defeated the Karja?
Tenakth marshals climbed the cliffs of the Daunt under cover of night, then attacked from the other side. Before we knew it, the gates were open, and the full force of the clans burst through. What happened next was not something I like to remember. When all the dust and blood settled, I smelled it again. The stench of burnt flesh. Our enemies defeated. What was left of my squad returned to the Utaru Plains. I went back to Plainsong. But even as the harvests passed, it didn't feel like I'd truly returned at all.
Is that when you became a grave singer?
I thought soothing the suffering of others would somehow appease my own. Then you came along and gave me a choice. I could either sing at people's graves or fight for a chance to keep them alive.
I'm glad you chose the latter. I need to go, but if you need anything, you can contact me through your focus.
I'll keep that in mind.
Now, Talana went somewhere. I don't really remember where she said Talana went. But has Gaia opened up any more rooms? Nope, that's still closed. That's still closed. Ooh. Oh, it's my stash. They put my stash in a room. Okay, what else has changed? Oh, that's the way out. That's still sealed. That door's still sealed. is that up there? Oh, I know what that is. That's I'm kind of looking for Varl. See where Varl went. Yeah, I was ready to say that's that thing.
I'm back, Gaia.
Hello, Aloy. What would you like to discuss?
How long do we have then?
At present rates, without additional factors, the biosphere will cross a point of no return in approximately 4 months.
And if I gather Ether, Demeter, Poseidon, merge you with them?
We will only gain a few months more.
Well, every bit counts.
Okay, that didn't change. Companions.
How are things around here?
Zoe has been studying the morphology of her land gods in an effort to understand their sickness. Without the abilities of Hephaestus, I am unfortunately unable to correct their programming. However, Zoe and I are hopeful we will find an alternative way to heal them.
Well, keep at it. The sole purpose of the signal was to destroy life on Earth, right? Why would descendants of Far Zenith want to do that?
At this point, we can only speculate.
I mean, Earth posed no threat to them. We don't have the technology to get in their way. We didn't even know about them.
True.
Unless... well... could it be that they want the planet for themselves? The strangers I ran into, they were after a Gaia backup of their own. I mean, if they did that... if they booted their own Gaia and boosted her power... until she could take control of Hephaestus. And then the whole terraforming system...
Then yes, the system could be used to do what the extinction signal failed to accomplish. Snuff out life, and then potentially to build an entirely new biosphere. To their specifications.
So they could be trying to do the same thing we are.
But with opposite results.
Extinction. Instead of salvation. Well, this is not good.
No, it is not.
You said Sirius is really far from Earth.
81 trillion kilometers, or 8.611 light years.
Right. So, how would the descendants have gotten here?
On a spacecraft much like the Odyssey, though significantly more advanced. The journey from Earth to Sirius would have taken the Odyssey almost 300 years. This appears to have been much faster. If their ship departed Sirius at the same moment the extinction signal first began transmitting, the journey was made in just 29 years at an average of 0.297 the speed of light. If they did not set out for Earth until they learned of the extinction signal's failure, the journey was even faster, a mere 13 years, or 0.662 the speed of light.
Okay, enough. You're making my head spin.
Yeah, it is kind of a head spinner, isn't it?
The descendants I ran into at the Hades Proving Lab, they had a clone of Elizabeth Sobek. So that's consistent with the idea that they came here to salvage Zero Dawn technologies, right?
Yes. As your own experience demonstrates, a clone of Elizabeth Sobek functions in effect as a key to the terraforming system.
But how could they have made a clone?
The Odyssey carried approximately 200,000 human zygotes, millions of animal zygotes, and billions of plant seeds. It is conceivable that Elizabeth Sobek's genetic material was sampled, with or without her knowledge, and carried aboard the ship in storage.
That's... okay, but... I mean... This clone... How could she participate in this? Destroying Elizabeth's dream? It's evil.
It is difficult to know. Perhaps she is loyal to the group and shares their objectives. Or perhaps she is a subordinate and has no choice but to comply with their orders.
Elizabeth Sobek? A subordinate? I don't think so.
Yeah, but as we've seen, or as it's commonly known in science fiction, is that the clone is not maybe an exact copy. Your clone would be an exact copy of you physically, but not necessarily mentally or even spiritually would they have the same goals as you in life. You may want to be an astronaut while they may want to be a fireman.
The extinction signal didn't just wake Hades. It made every subordinate function self-aware. Why?
I have wondered this myself. So far as I can tell, Hades was the sole target, and the partial sentience imparted to other subordinate functions was incidental.
So the signal could only have been sent by someone who had thorough knowledge of the system, huh?
Yes. The signal's design was exceptionally precise and highly advanced. Were its intentions less malevolent, I would admire the intellect or intellects that produced it.
So if the descendants came to Earth on a spaceship, I guess we can assume that their technology is powerful in all sorts of ways, right?
Yes. As your encounter with them at the Proving Lab amply demonstrates, they appear to make extensive use of robotic servitors. Further, they seem to be equipped with some kind of protective energy field that shields them from harm.
Yeah, no kidding. The one I fought seemed indestructible.
Throughout history, every defensive technology has eventually been defeated by an offensive counterpart. For example, assuming I absorbed Hephaestus and utilized it to create a large force of combat machines. No shielding could withstand such an assault indefinitely.
So there's hope.
Always.
How did you figure out that the extinction signal came from Sirius?
The key came with data on your focus, from Silent's interrogation of Hades. The duration of the signal itself, 17.22 years.
That doesn't make sense. You said that the signal took 8.6 years to arrive from Sirius. Why would the signal keep transmitting after it was received and you blew yourself up?
Because the sender didn't know that had happened until it received notice from Hades.
Which would take another 8.6 years to get back.
Correct. Only then would the sender stop broadcasting, after a total of 17.22 years. So the duration, halved, gave me the distance the signal traveled. With that in mind, I simply scanned my astronomical database for any relevant location 8.6 light-years away. Because it was far Zenith's intended destination, Sirius was the only logical source.
Okay, now we know. We can leave.
Be off.
Farewell, for now.
So what shall we do in this episode? I don't know what we should do. Continuing on. That's still doing that, even though they said they fixed that problem.
Race? Oh, they definitely don't sound like rebels. Maybe if I follow their tracks, I can find out where they're headed. I can probably use my focus to follow the tracks those riders left behind.
There he is. Gotcha.
Acid won't make much of a dent.
I don't see no green shine fragment here. Ooh, is that a cave? No, that is not a cave. Leaning trunk. Push over tree. Let's see. Should we just do some more exploring? I believe this is where they said Talana went.
The source of that signal must be close.
I got news for you, Red.
What you got?
One of our scouts found some ancient ruins southwest of here. Had a look for myself, but came out empty-handed. I can't shake the feeling we missed something. Oh well. Must be my disappointment talking.
Maybe you'll have better luck next time. I can always check out the ruins myself. See if there's anything that the Osir missed.
Oh, hi!
Pretty sure there's a rebel outpost nearby. Gotta keep...
That's a level 18. Okay. Yeah, let's do it. Let's just do some exploring.
Eyes peeled, Red. Spotted the rebels close by.
How Nora stayed alone.
Don't turn around, don't turn around, don't turn around, don't turn around, don't turn around.
Alright, next idea.
Oh shit, there's a whole link here. Oh crap! I didn't expect that at all. I thought I dodged him. I guess not.
Got something you want to hear, Red?
Whoa!
This might be the same thing.
I hear the Tenakth are fighting each other quite a bit these days. Some of them contain machines. Those you've got to be real careful of. We've seen a whole bunch of them setting up outposts around here. Spotted one just west of here. A few settled at the edge of the desert in the southwest. They even set up camp in the south. Really helps a fellow sleep at night.
Just make sure you steer clear of them. Those rebels are bad business. I'll keep an eye out for them while I'm out here.
Oh crap. Damn it, I don't think I wanted to do that.
Looks like machines got to this one too.
That's what I needed, billowback sack webbing. Oh, I think I need to reselect it.
Green shine for later.
All right, now where was I? I was... No. It's a vulture. Ooh, this is almost like a tunnel. Oh, it's in a ship. How do you like that? Oh, I need more metal shards. Okay. Okay, well, the next one will do. Yeah, a rock breaker. Yeah, we're gonna go find that guy real quick. Yeah, right. I'm gonna stay away from rock breakers at this point in time.
Acid ammo will make this go quick.
So I guess I haven't scanned a rock breaker yet. There he is. Let's go scan us a rock breaker.
I know I'm here.
Okay, we got him. Alright, good. We got us a rock breaker.
Poseidon shouldn't be far. I always said this is where I'd find Poseidon, but the moons out here are exposed to the elements. A lot of them are buried in the sea. Poseidon is underground. If that's true, I might be able to find their down the structures.
They got nothing on us!
Ready for anything now?
You guys ain't gonna say thank you?
It's been a marvel seeing you at work, Red.
Okay then, I guess they don't want to say anything. A rebel outpost. I doubt that was the green shine fragment I just got. I think that's another one.
Feeling like a cop once it's gone.
Oh.
Frostander could help here.
Alright, we'll get there and then probably might call it.
Gotta move.
Crap, I went to dodge and he ended up getting me. Come on, keep running, girl.
I'm not giving up. Use for these soon enough. One of the Cyclops drones. I could reconnect it with the dome back in the base if I grab its data.
Yes, that's what we're going to do. We're going to grab this guy. Oh, and we should probably go grab the one in No Man's Land as well. Ooh, there's stuff in here.
Gotta bring the drone down to grab its data. Maybe if I jump onto it?
Okay, come on now. Oh, a data point. Ooh, Hawaiian food and there's space dining. Loco Moco, Ninth Island Combo, Shoyo Aya, Ai Poke. Limited time only. Ooh. Of course. I say, oh, I hope he stops over here. Gotcha. Going down.
Got it. Now I just have to take it back to base.
Kaboom.
Not gonna back down.
Ow. A complaint log. Somebody complaining about laundry. Oh, it's several different rooms. Room 1620, 11, 35, 32. Room 1120, 11, 3701. And room 160, 13, 45, 20. Hopefully you read all those. That must be the campfire we found. We have that campfire. What's this? Oh. coming down here, you. Come on. Oh, it's one of these. Oh, I guess we can't. We got to get that first. Okay, then. That tells us that answers that question.
Here I come.
Ah, it's another one of those. Okay.
Fire could do a lot of damage.
They did not see me.
Water's pouring out of that building. What Simon's doing? I better check it out.
Alright, we will check that out next time. So I'm gonna pause it here and we will find out what this is next time.